Buying ADA on Coinbase is really easy. It's really easy to buy ADA on Coinbase, leave it on Coinbase, and even stake through Coinbase to earn the current 2% yield that they're providing. There's a ton of reasons though why this is not ideal for you as an ADA holder or the Cardano blockchain in general. Whether you realize it or not, Coinbase is making money off of you staking through them. They're making money, and the Cardano blockchain is also getting weaker. The more people that do this, the weaker the Cardano blockchain gets, and we don't want any of these scenarios to happen. So I want to show you a couple things that are happening when you're leaving your ADA on Coinbase and what you can do to make a better scenario for yourself and the Cardano blockchain. The first thing that you should know about staking on Coinbase is when you take your ADA and you stake it on Coinbase, you are helping Coinbase to make money. So currently, if you stake natively on the Cardano blockchain through a Cardano wallet or something like that, you move your ADA off of Coinbase into your wallet and start staking through a stake pool, you earn about 3% interest. Some pools are making like 2.5%, some are making 4%, 4.5%, but on average, everyone's making about 3% interest on their ADA year over year. When you stake on Coinbase, the current return that they're offering is 2%. So when you do that math, Coinbase is running pools or taking their ADA and staking it to a pool, and they're making 3%, but they're only paying you 2%. You're effectively taking a lower percent fee for letting Coinbase stake for you. If you want an easy way to get an extra 1% return on your ADA, move it off Coinbase and stake through a wallet to your own stake pool that you choose. The reason crypto was created is to kind of remove this ability for the banks to get richer or for these rich wealth funds to make even more money. The same thing's happening here if you're staking through Coinbase. Coinbase has so much volume and so many people that leave their ADA on Coinbase that a 1% fee is massive for them. They're getting that extra 1% return, the margin between what they're offering you at 2% and what they're earning from stake pools at 3%. That 1% is giving them a massive amount of ADA and a massive amount of wealth that could be in the hands of the retail ADA holder. So I would always urge you to move your ADA off of Coinbase into your own wallet and stake so you can get the most bang for your buck. The second major reason why you want to get your ADA off Coinbase is so that you can decide what stake pool to stake with. Staking on Coinbase actively hurts the decentralization of Cardano. When we have someone like Coinbase deciding where all this massive amount of ADA is going, they get to choose the stake pools, they get to pool all their ADA, they get to control this massive amount of stake when you leave it on their exchange, and they decide where they're staking and what stake pools are getting rewards, and ultimately those stake pools are the ones responsible for verifying transactions on the Cardano blockchain. So when you let someone else delegate your stake for you and decide what's happening with your ADA stake, you're effectively letting them control what stake pools are saturated, what stake pools are in charge, what stake pools are validating more transactions. If we want to increase the decentralization of the Cardano blockchain, we got to move that ADA off of Coinbase and stake to our own stake pools that we choose through our wallets. Not only does this increase the decentralization of Cardano by spreading ADA out among the 3,000 plus stake pools that we currently have, but it also gives you the chance to support single stake pool operators who have pledged to only create one stake pool. Big companies like Coinbase or even big stake pool companies in the Cardano ecosystem have the ability to create multiple stake pools and control multiple millions of ADA and make even bigger returns in ADA. It gives them a lot of control when they have multiple stake pools. So someone like me, I prefer to stake to a single stake pool operator, which you can do if you get your ADA off of Coinbase. Also, when you pick your own stake pool, you have the ability to learn about all these stake pools. With over 3,000 stake pools, every single stake pool on Cardano has a different reason for being there. They have different pledges, different fees, different saturation points, different returns. They also have different stories, and they're different people. I've staked with people that I met on Twitter. I've staked with pools that provide high returns. With taking your ADA off of Coinbase, you have the ability to understand who these people are, who you're staking with, and what they stand for. At this point in the video, if you're convinced that taking your ADA off of Coinbase, or at least some of it, is probably a wise move, there's a couple ways you can decide where you would stake, how you would stake, and how you'd pick a stake pool. There's a couple websites out there like CExplorer, or there's a single stake pool operator website, or you can use pool.pm. All of these resources will help you find a stake pool to stake with on Cardano. From there, you can also look on Twitter. You can find out what stake pools are available and offering services for Cardano. Or if you do a simple Google search, you can find Cardano stake pools willing and open for your delegation. All native Cardano wallets should have staking integrated in the wallet. You got Nami, Eternal, Yoroi, all these different wallets that you can use, Vesper, and you can go inside the wallet, simply move your ADA from Coinbase to the wallet, and inside the wallet should give you an option to stake, and then pick a pool that you want to stake to. Some wallets automatically stake you to their pool, like Nami is staked automatically to the Berry pool, but you have a way to change that. You can look it up and just figure out how to change it to the stake pool that you desire. A couple key terms you should know when staking or learning how to stake is live stake is the total number of stake that pool controls. Pledge is how much of that ADA in the live stake that the pool owner has pledged. So usually it's like 50,000 ADA or 30,000 ADA or 100,000 ADA when the live stake is in the millions of ADA. You can also look at things like the pool fee. Most pools have a fee between 1% and 3%. That basically is like a fee for helping them run the pool. Another great metric to look at is the blocks minted, or the amount of transactions that they've verified, the amount of blocks that they verified on the Cardano blockchain. This basically means how are they earning rewards? If they're not mining blocks, if they're not minting blocks and transactions to the blockchain, they're not making rewards, so you're not going to get a return on your ADA. You want a pool that has a great combination of these three and is ideally a single stake pool operator. The last major reason that I would say is that you want to take your ADA off Coinbase is that so you have the opportunity to leverage Cardano's DeFi ecosystem. Now, I definitely believe not every single user should use the DeFi ecosystem on crypto or in any blockchain or in Cardano. Not everyone needs NFTs, not everyone needs DeFi and lending, but if you want the ability to possibly leverage this, you might want to move your ADA off Coinbase so you have the ability to do that. Also, when you leave your ADA on Coinbase, technically Coinbase owns that underlying assets. It's on their ledger. It's not in your wallet. It's not yours. Technically, they still have that ADA and they're kind of owing you it right now. I do believe that there are some people where it will be better to leave your ADA on Coinbase. You don't have the capacity to use a wallet, or you don't want to risk it with, a computer malware or any type of hack. I believe that. I understand that. But if you are in the position to take your ADA off Coinbase, I laid out a couple reasons why it's probably a good idea and why you can have better returns or do more for the Cardano ecosystem if you really believe in it by taking that ADA off Coinbase. Should only take a few minutes, and it will help you learn more about crypto and the landscape and what the tools and services are there to offer you. I'm going to put two pools that I've staked with here. I've staked with Nova Pool, and I'm currently staked with Vroom Pool. Both of these pools are great, and every pool that's a single stake pool operator is something you can look into. They all have different returns, different stories, different teams, different ideas, different services that they provide. For example, the Berry Pool has built Nami Wallet and a bunch of other things. So there's a lot of pools to look at and choose from, and a lot of reasons to get your ADA off Coinbase, whether you want to support decentralization, make more returns instead of Coinbase taking your returns, or have the potential to use DeFi and own your own Cardano keys, your own ADA keys, right? If you want to own your own ADA, you got to get it off Coinbase. If you're currently staking your Cardano via your wallet to a stake pool of your choice, drop it in the comments. What stake pool are you staking with? We can check it out and see if that's a stake pool that we want to stake with, or you can shout out one of your stake pools, your friends, or a stake pool that you really admire so we can take a look at it and hopefully some other people can stake with them. Other than that, I hope you really give it some thought as to whether you should leave your ADA on Coinbase or not, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you in the next one.